brought to you by Petco. Go to petco.com/techv or use promo code TechV and get free shipping and 10% off any order over $65.
Palm's second WebOS device, the lower-end Palm Pixi, has gotten a price and a release date. We're going to be seeing it for $99, well, $100 minus a penny, on Sprint's network next month. I think it's November 15th, if I'm correct. And that, with the phone release, it'll be, like I said, Palm's second WebOS device in the market. Does this change things? Is this going to be someone's next phone? Should anyone get this? We bring in a couple technology analysts. First off, Rubin from the NPD Group. Ross, thanks for being with us.
My pleasure, Randall.
Also, Wendy, Sheehan, Donnell from PC Mag. Wendy, thanks for being with us.
Hi, thanks for having me.
I got to say, I'm pretty excited about WebOS in general. So to see the next, Palm phone come out, the Pixi, it loses that slider form factor. It's a little bit slower on the inside, a little bit lower end, but the price, $99, it's the same as the Pre. Ross, what's your take on the announcement of the price?
Well, clearly Palm had a lot of success with the old Centro at that $99 price point. Again, unlike Apple with the iPhone 3G, this is a form factor that we can probably expect on multiple carriers down the line, and it's a very attractive price point for a consumer who wants some basic web access, may not be buying into a whole app ecosystem like we see on the high end of the line at this point.
Yeah, for sure. No, Wendy, we're looking at the Palm Pixi. To me, it looks like BlackBerry users who are comfortable with, the no sliding features, but want a touchscreen maybe, and want to have that next nice WebOS. It looks like it might be attractive. What's your take?
It's attractive, although I'm not sure I agree about the price. I feel like if the Pre has got so much more than the Pixi. It's got a faster processor. You get Wi-Fi on the Pre that you don't get on the Pixi. You get a better camera, and you get a better touchscreen, a bigger and better not better, but bigger touchscreen, which is easier to manipulate with your fingers, and the price is the same. So I'm wondering if somewhere down the line the Pixi is going to probably be available probably for less than $99.
Yeah, I'm expecting that we'll see, even out the gate, the Pre, I think, is list price is, I think it's 130 or 150 or
149 right now. Yeah. On Sprint, but that's with a new contract. So
yeah, you got to hope though that the Pixi, we'll see it on Walmart or Let's Talk or something like that for maybe even as low as $50. At $50, is that a better deal for you, Wendy?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think it depends. For a lot of people, it just depends on what form factor you prefer. Do you prefer a slider or do you prefer a slab? But we found actually that typing is easier, even though the keyboard's a little smaller on the Pixi. Typing is easier because you don't have a ridge around the keyboard like you have on the Pre because it slides.
Yeah.
So, but on the other hand, using the screen is a little harder because you have a smaller touch screen.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, I definitely think if they either give them away or make them $50, I'm sure people will buy them because WebOS is pretty cool. It's got some cool contact, ways that you can put all your contact information together, so you can find someone on Facebook, Twitter, everything by just looking at their one contact.
Well, no, definitely. I think that's really WebOS's, what they've got going is some at least unique features. Now, Ross, this isn't the only phone we heard about today. We also heard about the BlackBerry Storm 2, which we've talked about ad nauseum for the last 6 months, it seems like. We're hearing that's going to be $179, I believe, for Verizon, and it's going to launch in a couple days, 2 days, over on Verizon. Ross, this is a phone I feel like I'm already over because we've been talking about it for so long. Now that we know it's $180, how does that kind of stack up? Maybe to the Pixi, the Pre, and maybe these other higher end tier smartphones.
Well, it's certainly comparable in price to where we saw the original Storm debut. RIM has really cleaned up a lot of the typing issues and some of the UI issues around this handset. They're still pretty early in the game in the touchscreen market, whereas WebOS, for example, was built from the ground up for a touchscreen. So it still shows sign of that user interface transition.
Now, Wendy, a lot of people want to say, this is going to be the business touchscreen. And, we look at the iPhone and there's limited exchange support, but that push just isn't as pushy as BlackBerry. And, BlackBerry is built for push email. Do you think that the Storm 2 can really be that touchscreen business-centric device?
I think it's going to be hard only because it has to overcome the original Storm's reputation, which was very poor. So, we found that the Storm 2 corrects most of the ills of the Storm, but I think one of the big things about BlackBerry is that they have excellent tactile keyboards. And I think businesses, they don't care about touchscreens. They would rather just have a device that I can do my work on easily rather than having a touchscreen, which is sort of a little more of a novelty.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll definitely have to see. I mean, I'm hoping. I haven't had the chance to use the Storm 2 yet, so I don't really know if it's better or not. I mean, have either of you guys had a hands-on with that yet?
Yeah, much better than the original.
Yeah, so I mean, that's kind of the thing I'm hoping for. I would love a touchscreen BlackBerry just because I'm a BlackBerry guy. So hopefully the Storm 2 will be it, but I guess my contract's up in a month, so I'll let you guys know which one I'm buying. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. Ross Rubin from the NPD Group, thanks for being on the show, man. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, Randall.
Also, Wendy, Sheehan, Donnell from PC Magazine. It's at pcmag.com. Thanks for being on the show as well.
Thank you.
I'm Randall Bennett. Don't forget, you can catch us on iTunes. We're on YouTube. And a special thanks to our sponsor, GoToMeeting. You can get 30 days for free by heading to gotomeeting.com/techpodcasts. They'll hook you up there. See ya.